Okay, so this is 6.4, the cosine law. So the cosine law can be written in two different ways. The first way that I'm going to go over here is when you're looking for a side. So if you have an unknown side in a non-right angle triangle, so this does not have a right angle in it, then you would use this cosine law. Okay, so for triangle ABC, where of course this is side A, this is side B, and this is side C, your cosine law is this right here. We have it, you can write it in three different ways. It's essentially the same thing, it just depends on what side you're looking for. So if you're looking for side A, you'll be writing it b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cos of A. If you're looking for b squared, the only difference here is that you're switching the sides. So instead you'll be using the A and the C and then the angle of B. If you're finding the C, you'll be using A and B and then the angle C. Okay, so the best way to show how it works is to use an example. To use the cosine law, what you need to have is you need to have two sides and the contained angle. So for our first example, example A here, for the triangle ABC, we're looking for side A. That's the one we're looking for. You can see we have two sides, and in between the two sides is your contained angle. That's the 75 degrees. Okay, so that is your two sides with the contained angle. If you look at your equation, if you're looking for A, this is the one we're going to be using, the top one, because we're looking for the side A. You need to have your B and you need to have your B and you need to have your C, and you also need to have your angle A. Okay, so that's the one we're going to use. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos of A. Okay, so you should have values to place in the B and the C and the angle A. So from here, it really is just plugging in the information and figuring it out on your calculator. So A squared is equal, your B here is 7. 7 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 7 times 6. And your cos of angle A, which is our 75. When you're calculating this on your calculator, you have to be careful of your bed mass, what you do first in your equation. Remember that this right here, 2 times 7 times 6 times cos 75, that all goes together. You have to calculate that together as one chunk. So you can figure out what 7 squared is, 49, plus 6 squared is 36, and then minus, I would do all of this on your calculator. So let's see if you can see my calculator here. So 2 times 7 times 6 times cos 75, close your brackets, and it should give you 21.74. So 21.74. Okay, so that's minus the 21.74. 49 plus your 36 is 85, minus your 21.74, minus 21.74, A squared is equal to 63.26. Now this is not what A equals, because you can see that A is squared, so to find out what side A is equal to, you need to square root your 63.26. So square root 63.26. It should give you, it says 7.95, so it is around 8 centimeters. Oops, there you go. Okay. Okay, let's do the second example here, example B. Okay, so we're looking for Q. Q is what we're looking for. To know that you can use the cosine law, you have to have two sides. So we do have two sides. We have the 15 and the 17 and a contained angle. The angle has to be directly in between these two sides, which it is. So we can use our cosine law. Okay, so this is our side R. This is our side P. Q squared. So this is a good example of using your cosine law with different letters. So it's going to be the same setup as here. It's just instead of B and C, we're going to be using R and P. So R squared plus P squared minus, now we've got 2 times the BC, so here it's going to be 2 times the RP. And then we've got our cos of our angle, and here it's angle Q that we're using, so cos of Q. Okay, so let's plug in our values and solve. So our R value here is 15, 15 squared. Our P value is 17, so 17 squared minus 2 times 15 times 17. Oops, I'm running out of room here. And then cos of 80. There we go. Okay, so 15 squared is 225. 17 squared, 289. So plus 289. Now, minus. You have to remember, multiply all of these things together first. So here I'm going to have my 2 times 15 times 17 times cos of 80 equals 88.56. So minus 88.56. Now you can add those things up. So 225 plus 289 minus 88.56 is 425.44. But remember, this is what Q squared equals. We have to square root it to find out what the side is equal to. 4 square root of 425.44. 425.44, and Q equals about 20.6 centimeters. Okay,